What should he look for in her to show that, yes, she's worth his time?
The number one thing I would say look for when you are speaking to anyone is consistency.
Why do you have a problem with initiating conversation with someone you're interested in?
I don't like it.
If I'm going to be potentially looking after a whole other human being, there's so many women who are struggling to even look after themselves, and guys as well. So if I'm going to be doing that, you better like me.
Which is understandable, you know, isn't it? Everybody just wants to feel secure with someone at the end of the day.
You have to risk rejection in order to get there. Yo guys, welcome back to another episode on my channel. I'm sitting in this spot, which means I've got a great conversation lined up for you today. You know, on this channel, we love to talk about all things dating, relationships, and seeing what we can do to attract the kind of person and relationship we want. So without further ado, please welcome back to the show, Miss Sukaina.
Hello.
How are you doing today, girl?
I'm good. I'm really good. It's nice to see you again.
I know, good to see you. We bumped into each other at an event.
I know. We always seem to bump into each other.
I know. And then it's like, you know what? She always gives some great chats. Let's get her back on.
Yes, thank you. Happy to be here as always.
For sure. So I always love to jump straight in. So first tell us your age or your age range, asking a lady her age. And then one thing a guy should know about you if he's going to take you on a date.
Okay, so my name is Sukaina. I'm 30 years old. And one thing a guy should know about me if he wants to take me on a date, I don't want somebody who likes boring things. So think out the box, surprise me, be creative, okay? I like it when someone does something different. Okay, it may be something that challenges me, pushes me a little bit out of my comfort zone. Go for it. Don't be scared.
Okay, so like maybe like a speedboat ride on the Thames.
Don't like to get my hair wet, but
what happened? I thought you said you want to get out your comfort zone, do something different. I can see what you're doing there. Yeah, maybe. Okay, why not? Something different. Okay.
Where we can bond.
Okay, I hear you. Do you feel like a lot of guys come with the same?
Yeah.
Which is what? What is it?
I'm really bored. It's either drinks or dinner. And these days, we're not that lucky. We're getting drinks offered, not dinner. So not even getting a plate of food these days.
You're not even getting a sandwich. You're not even getting a side starter.
What is going on? Nothing.
Well, I guess wouldn't you prefer drinks because it's kind of low stakes? So if you like meet him within the first 20 minutes and you're already kind of like, yeah, I'm not sure if this guy is it for me. That way, you know, you don't have to commit to the main, to the dessert. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? I get that. But my thing is this. Why are we going on dates if we are not being 100% intentional?
Go on.
Why did you not go through your stages of tests? Why did you not do some research? Why is it like, oh, we're just winging it? I don't like that. I'm not going on a date with a man unless I feel some kind of connection and there's some synergy between us. I'm not just, oh, okay, let's see how it goes. I wouldn't waste my time.
So how do you know if there's any connection if you've not met him yet?
Speaking on the phone, FaceTiming.
Okay, so if you met a guy online, how long would you have to speak to him, like on the phone, FaceTiming, before you'd agree to go on a date?
To be honest, I think a week or 2 weeks is not bad.
Okay, a week, sure. 2 weeks is quite long.
2 weeks is quite long, actually. I would say like a week.
Okay.
You know, people have busy lives.
Yeah.
I've got things going on. We can kind of be talking to each other and have each other in the background.
Yeah.
But I need to feel something in those 7 days before I say to myself, okay, this is worth going on a date for.
I get you. And I get why you want to do that. Right? But unless because the thing is, somebody can come across over the phone, you meet them in person, and the energy's just not there.
That's true. No, that's
And with
fair,
some people, you could be like, oh, we have great chats on the phone. Oh, the chat is a bit mediocre, but you meet in person and there's just that thing.
No, that is true.
So don't you have to be open? Like, you have to risk it not being exactly what you're looking for. That also doesn't mean it's a waste of time.
I know what you mean. I guess be open to meeting someone.
Yeah.
And just see where it goes. But I don't know. I feel like maybe because of my age, I'm getting to that point now where like I won't leave my house unless something is booked. There is a reservation. My name is on that list. I'm not doing that.
My name is on the marriage certificate. I want to know. I'm entitled to half of your stuff immediately.
I just don't wing it anymore. Like I'm very.
You'd be a terrible guy, Sukaina.
Really?
Yeah, because guys have to absolutely do all that stuff with no guarantee that she would even like him.
Really?
100%. You have a younger brother,
Yeah.
right? We just spoke about him.
Yeah.
Like, if he's going to take a girl out, he has to do all this stuff. And there's no guarantee she's even going to like him. Right? We have to put
It's
more
kind of
investment
like
up
gambling,
front.
isn't it?
It really
You're
is.
hoping to win.
Exactly.
But you don't know what's going to happen.
So as a guy then, if I was going to take that approach, right? If a guy was going to take the approach, cool. I'm not going to meet up with her unless I know she is worth my time.
Okay.
Right? If I take that approach, what should he look for in her to show that, yes, she's worth his time?
Well, look, the number one thing I would say look for when you are speaking to anyone is consistency.
Sure.
Because, and when we say consistency, we really don't mean, okay, this person's texting me 5 times throughout the day. It's not the amount of texts that you're receiving in one day. It's the consistency. Is this person speaking to you? Is this person reaching out to you? Are they showing interest? Do they like show a little bit of initiative? You're going to feel it. When it feels forced, you're going to know this feels forced and I'm just chasing her and she really doesn't care. But when she's kind of matching your energy and reciprocating that energy, it flows. It's like effortless. And there's no like, oh, I've not heard from this person today. Oh, no, because you have a rhythm. You have a rhythm.
Yeah.
So I would say consistency.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that she needs to be speaking to you every day, but girls are very intentional when they like someone.
Yes.
And they do want to tell you about their whole day. They do want to include you in things. Like, for example, when I am with someone, I will be giving him cute little updates throughout the day. And I'm a busy woman. Like, I'm constantly here, there, everywhere. But I will literally be like, just got here. Look what I'm eating at this shoot. And if you're not getting those kind of little timely updates from a woman, you're not the guy.
So I hear that.
I don't think you're the guy.
I hear that, but I don't think her sharing stuff with him is necessarily a reflection of whether she desires him, because there's something that guys are called sometimes, which is, he's her emotional tampon. Which is where, this is someone that she talks to a lot because he's there, he's available, he gives her a lot of that emotional validation. But she actually doesn't really have desire for him. Do you know what I mean? Where it's just like, okay, well, this is the male friend who maybe he wants more. And she's confiding and he's thinking, we're actually connecting on an emotional level. We can actually go somewhere.
Okay.
But she's actually going on dates with somebody else. And he's thinking, but I've been talking to her in and out every day. Why did she feel that for me? So I think, how do you think guys gauge whether a girl likes them or not? Let's see if we think the same thing.
Well, I think, is she showing some sort of initiative?
True.
Like, you know, is she initiating things, right? I'm not necessarily saying like physically, but like that too, maybe later on when things progress. But in the beginning, like, is she actually saying like, I want to do this, or we should do this? Because girls are very kind of, when they see a future with you, they will try and paint that future for you in a way, okay? Not in a love bombing way, but they will be like, we should do this one day. We should go here. Or like, look at this TikTok video. We should go to this restaurant together. Like, she is really hinting like, I see a future with you and I want to start doing these fun things with you. So I think definitely initiating. Yeah. You know, is she saying like, do you want to join me here? Do you want to come here? Like small little signs like this, I would say pay attention to them, because when a girl's not interested, she doesn't really want to be around you that much. That's very true. She can't really stand you that much. She might pretend to, but she's not going to be like, let's do this together. Let's do that together. Yeah, no, I hear that. I agree in terms of, especially if she's going somewhere, she's like, hey, do you want to come with me? So if she invites you. That's a big thing for me. Every time I've ever invited a guy with me to like a press event or something, it's because I want him to be my man. Like, I'm showing him my world. Yeah, definitely. I think, yes, she's suggesting what they can do. I think sometimes if she's like, we should go to this restaurant, we should do this, right? That can come across that she wants to go do that thing and she's expecting the guy to facilitate that. Do you know what I mean? And I can see why guys may feel like that, because it can come across like that. And I understand that fully. But you're going to know. I would say like, that's kind of like the same as like a guy trying to act like he wants a relationship and all this, but really he just wants to sleep with you.
Yep.
It's basically the same thing, just
Very true.
right.
I agree, which is why I would say for girls to know if a guy's actually intentional or open to something serious, he is going to be like, okay, cool, let's do these experiences together.
Yeah.
I think for her to show that she's interested in him, I agree in terms of initiating. I'd also say what she does for him. Be like, hey, I saw this. I thought this could benefit you. Do you want us to go?
Yeah.
Or be like, oh, you know, I know that you're looking for this right now. So-and-so has just said this. Do you want me to put you in touch, right?
That is a big sign, definitely. If she's thinking like that, that means you're like, she's considering you.
100%.
Yeah.
And guys see that as wifey material.
Oh, really?
100%.
Well, there you go, ladies.
Because I think a lot of it is, as guys, we know we make the initial investment up front. But I think a lot of the narrative of what we see online sometimes is that the way it comes across to guys is she just wants to come and take from you.
Yeah.
And like, it's funny because a lot of the time when, you know, you can ask someone and being like, okay, you know, why do you want a relationship? They always say about the benefits they will get from the relationship, but we very seldomly hear them say, this is what I want to give for it, right? This is what I want to do for the man that I want. This is how I want to serve the relationship.
Yeah.
And so when a girl comes across in a way where, like you said, she's considering him, what his mission is, she's like, hey, you know, how can I add to your life here? That makes him go, well, regardless of how gorgeous she is or how many gorgeous other girls there are, it makes him really look at her completely differently.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
So how do you think the men are kind of testing this? Because what I'm seeing is this is clearly what they're experiencing a lot in dating at the moment, because the men are kind of defensive and they're a bit like, oh, does she just want to come in and just take everything and go off with some other guy? And the women are kind of like, is he just playing games? Is he being inconsistent because he's not interested? So everyone's a bit all over the place at the moment. So how do you think the men are testing the women silently to get that answer?
Great question. One, the first how they look at is, does she engage in physical engagement with him?
Okay.
That doesn't necessarily mean that she needs to have sex with him, but is there physical progression as he's investing in her and getting to know her? If you've been taking a girl out once, twice a week, it's been a month and you guys are barely even sharing some kind of kissing or anything, like there's no physical progression, a guy would be like, she's just using me. Right.
Okay.
So the first sign that guys would look for is, does she have actual physical desire for me, or is she just enjoying what I'm giving?
Yeah.
The second thing is, they look at, does she start to initiate things, or is she the person who just sits there waiting for everything to come to her?
Right.
So of course, as guys, we will make that initial investment, but guys are looking for that reciprocation. Right.
This is really interesting. I feel like let's focus on this because obviously I coach women, but I also coach men, you know this.
Yes.
But the women always come to me saying things to me like, you know, I've gone on a date with him, you know, he's been planning all these lovely dates and now he's just kind of pulled back.
Yes.
Is that what we're talking about
That's
here?
exactly what
is
it
he
is.
trying to test to see, is she really invested?
Yeah. A lot of the time, if he seems like a great guy and he's intentional, and then after a certain point he pulls back, it's because he feels like he's the only one investing in building something. Okay. So it's because he's not seeing that level of reciprocation from her. Okay. And it doesn't have to be reciprocation in the same ways. So it doesn't mean like, okay, well, you know, because I've planned a bunch of really nice outings and fancy dates, now you have to plan like the fanciest thing. It can literally be like, you know, after we've gotten to know each other, you go, okay, I know he likes basketball. Hey, there's a basketball game happening on 5th of Jan. Right. Why don't I get some tickets? Why don't we go? He would be like, oh my goodness.
Interesting. Well, we don't really hear this. This is great because like we always just hear this idea of like, let him lead. Yep. Let him come in with his masculine energy. Leave him alone. Leave him to it. Yeah. So a lot of women are not sure what advice to take. So do we leave you guys to it? Or is there a point where it's okay to not interfere, but just maybe like try and
take initiative?
Yes.
You absolutely.
And how do we pinpoint that point?
what it is. Great question. So first off, it's not that is it okay? You absolutely should.
Okay.
Because especially if you've seen that he has been intentionally dating you and he has been making that effort, for the man that you want, you should want to reciprocate that effort. Some ways that are the same, some ways that are different.
Interesting.
Right?
Okay.
Some ways that will be the same to show that, you know, you don't want it to just be him having to do everything,
Right.
but also in the ways that are meaningful to him. And I would say at the point that you can start doing that from the second date.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean that, okay, you have to plan the third date or whatever, but you know, you can initiate messaging. You can be like, hey, do you want to have a phone call?
Yes.
You know, like tomorrow night. You can be like, hey, like I saw you like this thing, you know, I just got it for you because I thought you'd really appreciate it. Something, you know, something minor. Right?
Maybe this is why I'm single.
Talk to us,
I
Sukaina.
don't initiate anything.
Why do you have a problem with initiating conversation with someone you're interested in?
I don't like it.
Why?
Because I feel like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't know. This is a good question, actually. No, because I've not thought about it.
Shall I tell you what I think it is?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think, one, you feel like it opens you up for rejection and that's what you don't like. You don't like that. If you initiate, you think it puts you in a vulnerable position where they can reject you.
Maybe.
And I would rather, I would rather walk away from a situation than put myself where I feel rejected. Right? I think ultimately that's what that's about.
I've never had to do it as well. Remember that.
Yeah, but then.
So maybe that's also playing a part. Like, because I've always had guys that have just been chasing, I've never had to. It sounds really weird, but I've never actually had to be the girl to be like, yeah, I like you.
I hear you. So here's what I would say, right? Because I think, one, you said that this has happened a lot where there's been a great guy and that they suddenly go cold, right? And then the times where things with the guy has progressed somewhere, he really wasn't the kind of guy you were after. So this approach that you're having is only going to filter out. It filters out maybe the great guys who look for that reciprocation who would be great. And the only guys you're going to get through are the guys who are going to pursue you no matter what. And
I tend to go for those. So
I know, because it makes you feel secure.
Also, it's all I've ever known.
That's all. I think that's, you filtered every guy out. Unless a guy's going to pursue you, regardless of what you give them or not.
Yeah.
I don't think it doesn't even go past.
No, it doesn't.
Right. I get for you, because a guy pursuing you very hard, regardless of what you give, makes you feel safe and secure. Because you don't ultimately have to risk rejection. But for the kind of man that you want, Sukaina, who respect, because you have a younger brother, would you tell your younger brother to pursue a woman no matter what she gives him?
No, I wouldn't. But then I would look at how she's moving.
Let me give you this example. Okay. If I'm a guy, let's say I'm getting to know 3 different women. Yeah. Okay. They're all gorgeous, right? And I like them. And let's say I'm talking to them and then 2 of them are playing it really cool. One of them is actively showing that she has high interest for me. If we're thinking like a businessman, who do I think I'm going to get a higher ROI from?
Yeah, the one who's showing desire.
Right, because I know if she's showing me that desire, that she really desires me, I know I'm going to get a high level of appreciation, which is one of the ways men feel most loved, right? Highest level of appreciation, of gratitude, of reciprocation. Yeah. Taking her out, spoiling her, than the ones who seem like that's the expectation that they have.
Yeah, and I hear that. I think the only way that I would say I am is I will be like that, but for me the initial, like the first beginning stages is almost like a test for me, and I have to make sure that the beginning stages feel very secure before I even show like vulnerability. And that could be very toxic, I understand, but I don't know. That's just how I am. It's not that I'm not going to show the desire, but I have always been more successful with the men who have, like I said, come in like Superman. And then I've been like, oh, I like this.
It's not about doing anything wrong. It's about the approach for whatever it is that you're wanting. I'm just going to ask you, from what you're telling me, is the approach that you're doing working for you?
I think at the moment it's not working for me because a lot of people are very much kind of operating from ego at the moment, I would say.
What do you mean?
So I feel like with dating at the moment, everyone kind of has this like defensive energy.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's pretty much like you against me.
Mm-hmm.
And no one's really like open. No one really wants to like talk. No one wants to be like, you know what, you make me feel like this, or I'm sensing that you've done this. And like, there's no open communication here. Whereas I like open communication.
Like, let me ask a question. You don't have to answer this.
Yeah.
Each relationship you've had.
Yeah.
Right. Did they ever break up with you, or has it always been you walking away from them?
I've had one person break up with me.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's a whole different story. Broke up with me and then regretted it and all over the place.
As in, like, were you in a committed relationship?
Yes.
For a while?
But they left. I think it was, you remember the last time I told you?
Yeah.
The person wasn't ready. We were on completely different pages.
Yes. This was after your long-term relationship.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that wasn't a full relationship though. You guys were dating quite intensely.
No, we were together.
Oh,
but
you
it
actually
was
together?
it was about, it wasn't long. It wasn't a longer relationship. I think it was like 8 months.
Okay.
So it wasn't that long. It didn't hit a year, but it was a full relationship. Yeah, committed relationship. But he wasn't ready, and that's fine. But that was the only person who actually left the relationship. Before, it was always me. I would always end it.
Sure.
With my previous relationship, I just felt like, oh, this isn't right, so I left. Like,
I hear you.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the great guy, right, who he's got a lot of things going on for himself. The way we get conditioned because of how women are, we are conditioned to go where we are celebrated.
Okay.
Choose from the women who like you.
Okay.
So if I meet 10 different women, right, and let's say I find 7 of them attractive,
right,
and out of that 7, 4 of them are into me, I'm going to pursue one of those 4. Or I should say 4 of them are showing high interest. I'm going to pursue one of those 4. I'm not going to try and convince one of the other 3 just because I think they're attractive.
Yeah.
Because in the nicest way possible, there's plenty of attractive women.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but you're coming from a place of like, if the guy, you're coming from the place of if the guy is like, he knows himself, maybe done some self-development.
Have you ever had it, right? Do you hear when girls go, yeah, he just went cold on me, and he's like, because he thought I didn't like him. That's happened to you.
That's happened to me.
More than one occasion.
Yeah.
Sukaina, I'm telling you what they will never tell you.
I love it.
And I'm being honest. I say this with love, right? I have a lot of love for you.
VIP coaching service over here.
100%. As women in your 30s, you can't be making these mistakes. You can't. Because it only gets harder as we get older.
But I do need to feel like something is aligned. So is this how guys feel most of the time when they're sending these texts to girls? Oh my God.
Yeah, they can feel this way.
Sometimes, like putting yourself out there and you don't even know if she likes you.
We have to put ourselves out there to even play the game.
No, I'm not gonna lie. You guys are brave.
I hear you. Move the mic closer. Move the mic closer to you a little bit. Just the mic. There you go. I want you to be more confident in taking risk for rejection.
Okay.
I honestly, for you, and I say this as someone who has a lot of love for you, I think that's the biggest thing holding you back.
Okay, 2026, I'm going to start being a little bit more vulnerable.
Yes.
I'm going to let people in a little bit more.
Yes.
And I have been working on it.
I need to show if there's a guy you see potential with, show you have desire for him.
Okay.
And tell him. Because guys, we're looking for reassurance.
Okay.
It's like, do you know what it is? It's like paying for a date.
Yeah.
We don't mind paying for you. We just want the appreciation.
Right. Okay.
If I pay for you and there's no appreciation, I think she's either just using me or she's entitled or both.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I've been grilling you. What's something you want to bring to conversation today?
Okay. Let's talk about this whole concept of breadcrumbing because the women are in my DMs every day asking, why is he doing this? Why is he, especially this one, why is he speaking on Instagram or he's speaking on Snapchat, but then avoiding me on iMessage or text or phone, whatever?
So as in, does she mean when she said like he's avoiding her? Does
like
she message him
not
on
speak? Yeah, like not replying on maybe text messages, but then happy to drop a little flame emoji on her photos or something. Like,
okay.
reply to her story.
Okay, so I would say that if he's kind of just engaged and keeping the connection warm but not following through, it's probably because there's another girl that he has higher level interest in that he's engaged with right now, or he's not available to like see this girl right now, right? Usually if he's a desirable guy who clearly has options, then it could be, there's one girl that he's spending more time with.
Okay.
Right, there's one girl who he's engaging more with. He doesn't know what's happening there, but he doesn't want to lose this potential,
he doesn't want to lose that like
lead
option,
potential option, right?
Yeah.
So he just kind of keeps it warm by doing that, but doesn't follow through with that. But it can also happen where, if, for example, he is speaking to a few girls, like I said, whoever's giving him the most is who he prioritizes his attention to.
Right. Okay.
Because the thing is, like, one thing we have to remember is that, yes, I get it, as a woman, you're looking for that investment, but guys have patterned up over the past, especially the past 10 years, because they've been giving a lot to women who didn't actually interest in them.
I have noticed that as well. Do you know what? That's really funny. I have noticed that.
What have you noticed?
And I actually went on a date with a guy.
Yeah.
And I could really feel that with him as well. And he did actually say, I don't trust women. So I was like, oh, okay, great. That's nice to hear, isn't it? Right. On a date. Well, thank you.
Okay, why am I here? Yeah.
But yeah, he was kind of giving that energy that like, yeah, he's invested over the years and he's kind of been burnt, I guess. And I'm seeing it more as well. And especially when I'm coaching men, they're like a bit more like, oh, I don't know if she's like really with me for the right reasons. There's a lot of that going on now, whereas back in the day, I feel like men were just kind of giving freely to women.
But that's because women would also reciprocate. They would be like, yeah,
things have changed.
You know, so guys are
more
a lot
cautious.
They're a lot more, because, well, one, if we're just talking about, you know, the current economic times, like, you know, we live in very expensive times. Like, there's a cost of living crisis,
for goodness
right?
sake. Yeah.
So as a guy as well, it's like, if I'm going to be potentially looking after a whole other human being, there's so many women who are struggling to even look after themselves, and guys as well. So if I'm going to be doing that, you better like me.
Yeah.
You better have high interest in me.
Which is understandable. You know, isn't it? Everybody just wants to feel secure with someone at the end of the day. Yeah,
but you have to like, you have to risk rejection in order to get there.
That's true. That's true. And I'm actually glad that I did this now, because I actually feel like I'm stepping.
Yeah, how do you feel now?
Yeah, I feel like I'm heading in the right direction. Because especially this year has been very life-changing for me in so many ways.
Okay.
And the more I progress, for example, in my career and like coaching people and things like that, the more I'm doing so much intensive work on myself so that I can be the best version of myself, so that when people are coming to me and people need help, I have been there. I've done it. Okay, you can be book smart, but first-hand experience, is the best. And the fact that I've experienced these things and I've learned from them and I've kind of found the tools, I can then share them with other people. And that is currently what I'm focusing on right now. So actually, I'm really glad I've done this, because it's a step in the right direction for me, and I'm growing.
100%.
I would have never done this.
100%. And that's, you know,
I would have never done this years ago.
Yeah.
I've never texted a man first in my life.
Well, good. In order to have something we've never had, we have to do something we've never done.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
That is deep, and I love that.
So what have you seen from the women, especially, you know, like maybe around your age or profession, whatever it is, right? What do you feel like they're struggling with in regards to guys? What are they not getting?
So the women are not understanding if the man is like, if he's just talking to her and then he's just got loads of women. And they can't really work it out, because things like, okay, a guy will speak to a woman. He will say, oh, I'm going to take you out tomorrow. the woman gets to that day, no text message, no call. So the women are asking, why are these men saying they're going to take us on dates, but they're not doing it? What's happening? What's happening? You say you're going to take a woman on a date, but then on the day, no confirmation, no text, no show.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Okay. So if there's no kind of this is what we're doing,
Yeah.
and it's come to like, so let's say if you're talking to a guy today, right, a Saturday today, he's like, oh yeah, I want us to go out next weekend. You're like, yeah, cool, I'm down. And then it comes next weekend, or even Thursday, Friday, you've not heard about any kind of plans or anything.
Yeah.
Then it's probably not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
It can happen. It's not the best practice, but yeah, I always say to ladies, if you're dating a guy, especially if you find him desirable, always assume that he's open to dating other women, because he probably is.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays, everyone's dating everyone, aren't they?
True.
Everyone's
Very
got options, because it's this dating apps create this illusion that we have options, but I don't really feel like it's real.
Yeah, it's most guys don't have options, right? It's only a very small percentage of guys. Most women have options, but some of them are just sexual. They're not real relationship options. Sometimes guys, it can happen where maybe he's got a date, like, okay, he's booked something for him and a guest, but he hasn't really decided who he's going to take.
Oh.
And then he decides who he takes, and then the other one or two girls that didn't, they're like, so we were going out, but you didn't actually confirm or anything like that. So it's just basically, it's a level of priority, really. And that doesn't necessarily mean that has a level of interest in her.
Right.
But it may just not be the priority.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, there you go, ladies.
Let me ask you, for guys, why would... Actually, I had a male friend come to me a couple of months ago. He was dating this one girl, right? And this one girl that he dated, she took interest in him before, right? But I think he was seeing someone seriously at the time, so he didn't entertain it. And then he saw her again at this event, and she was showing that she was interested. He was like, okay, let's go out.
Okay.
Went out a couple of times. I don't think they slept together. I think they went out a few dates. I think he said maybe they kissed or something on the last date.
Okay.
Talked a bit, and then she just ghosted him. And I was like, all right, tell me, like, how the dates go, what happened.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, that is unusual. But
so
I
she's
couldn't
out
figure it
of the
out.
relationship, and she just...
So basically, she's like, he was out of the relationship. They actually started going on dates.
So he broke up with someone and she broke up with someone?
No, so when they met, she was single. He was seeing someone.
Okay.
So he didn't entertain it.
Right.
Things with that person ended.
Right.
He saw her again out at this certain event. They started talking, went on a few dates. All seemed to be going well. And then she just ghosted him.
Yeah, someone else is in the picture. Yeah.
I did say, I reckon, like, maybe an ex came
rotational
back
dating.
or something.
A lot of women are doing high value rotational dating at the moment, where, like, I have a friend, and I swear to God, she goes on dates every week, but she'll see like 3 guys in one day. So she'll have like a coffee somewhere in a nice hotel, like in the morning, and then lunchtime she's meeting someone for a quick bite, and then nighttime she's got dinner with another guy. And it's just like, she's just keeping them warm and sweet. And I said to her, I was like, girl, I honestly don't know how you keep it going. She's like, yeah, but this one's getting a bit annoyed now. It's been 4 months. He's starting to ask questions. And I'm like...
4 months of just dating?
Just going on dates, yeah.
Has anything else progressed? Like,
I
physically?
think they've kissed here and there, but nothing like, no.
Yeah, 4 months. I'd give it a month, I'll be honest. I would not.
Yeah,
and do it like that.
But she successfully was, she was doing it.
But is she in a relationship?
No, because she wants to pick the best man. It's made the best man win.
I hear that. Here's the issue. The issue with that, though, is what's happened there in terms of it's been several months. Because the thing is, right, most guys, especially nowadays, unless he's incredibly religious.
I think he's got children, and so maybe he doesn't go out and date that much.
No, I know, but what I was going to say is that unless things are going to progress in a way that, unless he's getting something back from her that shows that she's really into him, every guy she's kind of going on rotations with for a couple of months are just going to go cold on her.
Yeah.
Which sounds like that's happened a few times. You have to be careful. I understand that. Look, everyone can date who they want to date.
Yeah.
I think as a woman, you have to be careful when you do that. And the reason I say it, because if a guy finds out that you're going on dates with other guys,
100%.
right?
Yeah.
He just thinks, oh, she's for the streets.
No, true.
Because he will go, oh, we've been dating for a couple of months. We've not had any level of physical intimacy.
Yeah.
It's because she's seen so many other guys that she's actually doing it with.
Yeah, his mind will go there. Yeah.
So he think, oh, so she's sleeping with some other guy while going on dates with me. Why would I disrespect myself like that? If you're loving this episode and these kinds of conversations, then I want to give you something. We recently launched the Kits Angels community. This is a sisterhood for women who are tired of what the dating scene has given them and are ready to take their love lives to the next level. It's a space for you as a woman to not be alone in your journey to love, where we learn, talk, and share our experiences as part of a strong sisterhood, with some leadership and guidance from yours truly, of course. Not to mention never before seen videos from me on how I've led dozens of women to meeting great men. And so as a thank you for watching this episode, I'm giving you a month's membership completely complimentary on me. Just click the Kits Angels link below, and when you join the group, message me the code phrase Angels Podcast and I will pay for your membership. Now back to the episode.
And I hear that. I do hear that. Yeah. I think a lot of women are doing that at the moment.
Is it working though? Realistically?
A couple of clients of mine, one girl, she was in like a really long relationship, I think for like 10 years or something. She came out of it and she was single for a little bit, really working on herself, therapy, everything. Came out and then she's back on the apps. And I've been coaching her to be dating at least 5 to 8 guys.
What?
No,
That's
and I'll
a lot.
explain why, okay? Because she's gone from having this mindset of like just being with one person and it didn't work out. And she's very new into the dating world. Nowadays, everyone's got options. The apps create this illusion that we have so many people. So actually, the options are infinite. Like, so what was happening to her was when she first went on the apps, she had that mindset of, oh, I just want to be with one person. And she was getting ghosted, she was getting breadcrumbed, and it just wasn't a good experience for her. So then when I coached her and I told her, you need to start, seeing at least, I would say like 4 guys, have about 4, 5, 6 on rotation. And then you see who's great. You see who's coming in the hardest. You see who's putting in the effort. You see who aligns with your values and what you're looking for, because she wants marriage. So this is a very serious thing that she's seeking, is commitment, like lifelong commitment. So I said, don't put your eggs in one basket. Like a lot of these guys, some of them just wanted to sleep with her. So we weeded them out. And then she's gone to another guy, and then she's gone to another guy. And now she's seeing who's really, up to the job.
So, okay.
I think it creates, the reason why this is good and it's really effective, and a lot of women have done this, they've tried it. It's like it creates a filtering system for a woman to weed out the ones that just want to sleep with her and the ones that just want to come in and waste her time, because there's a lot of them.
I hear that, but how you weed out a guy, whether he's open to something serious or not, is not by dating 7 other men. Because all you're doing by doing that is you're just making it easier to walk away. I understand that, right? It makes it easier to walk away from someone when we have 6 or 7 other plates that we're spinning.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that he wasn't intentional. Because there are guys where, I know guys, like if they're dating a girl, they're seeing her once or twice a week, and within the first month, things haven't progressed physically, he will just leave it.
Yeah.
And that's because, it's not because he's not intentional, but it's because it's like, okay, well, she doesn't have interest in me. She's not looking to develop something here.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. If she's dating 7 or 8 other guys, her time and energy is split. But if she's doing that with every guy, because here's the thing, I'm guessing she's not being physical with all these men.
No. And it's more just like,
It's more about, that's more filtering a guy who's desperate.
I don't know.
Because like, okay, let's say she's got 6 guys on the go, right? And she started dating all these guys from June.
Yeah.
At what point will she start being physically intimate and progressing things further with a guy? At what point? How long?
Well, this is what we call the courting stage. So this is like, she is seeing who has the qualities that she's looking for first.
Yep.
So it's really just like the early stages. This isn't like, oh, let's be in a relationship. This is like, okay, this is what I want. What do you want? Okay, let's go on some dates. Let's see if there's a great synergy between us.
Which I think that's
are
great.
you looking for the same thing? Am I? And then it just kind of naturally progresses. So there's no like quick relationships here or nothing going on because she's looking for marriage.
Yeah. So I'm not saying about getting into a relationship, right? But at what point does after dating a guy, let's say she's dating 6 guys from June.
Yeah.
Yeah. At what point with a guy, because all that thing about seeing if they have the right qualities, see if in alignment with what you're looking for, you can do all that with one person.
Yeah,
right? And this is me saying that, okay, if you're dating one person, put all your eggs in one basket. But at what point from dating those 6 guys, does she start to, let's say, have her first kiss where things start to progress, right?
Yeah.
After how long after dating a guy would she do that?
When she feels it is right. And it will be when she makes a final decision and she picks one.
So until...
Because the whole point is you've got to find the best one.
So until she's decided the one guy she wants, things wouldn't progress at all.
Every woman is different, you know, but I don't advise them to be intimate with them because I think like that gets messy. But I think she's had a couple of kisses with a few guys. I think she said one of the guys that she was seeing, she's kissed him. She's gone on a night out with him. Now they're sort of texting back and forth. Then she's got the other 3. So she's kind of seen one guy's a bit more serious.
Has she kissed those other 3, gone out with them too?
No.
Would she?
One, she's still only going on like date number 2 with. The other guy, he's still brand new, just talking. So it's kind of like different levels here.
The reason I'm saying that is because unless she's willing to be physically progressing with multiple guys, she's going to have, what do they call it? She's going to have high turnover, which just sounds like what she has. As in like, after June, from August, there'll be another 6 different guys because realistically, most women aren't looking to be physically intimate with more than one guy at a time.
Yeah.
Now, if out of those 6, let's say out of those 6, there's that one where she's like, actually, yeah, I do like him. We start, maybe have a kiss here. We're starting to be a bit more affectionate. Let's say that starts from month 2.
Yeah.
Most other guys are going to start expecting that from month 2 too. And if they don't, they're going to leave.
Yeah. Well, I think she's very much in the early stages. So it's pretty much like I said, one guy, it's like a talking stage. The other guy about to go on date 2 with. It's very like, okay, who's got the best qualities here? Who matches with me the best here? I think it's just strategic.
I understand.
I know what you mean, but it's strategic.
I understand. Because the thing is, she's considering them
She's
all
37.
seriously, right?
Yeah. She doesn't want to waste her time.
Okay. I'll be honest, I think that's such a bad
right.
approach. But the reason I say that is because she's taking them all seriously, right? Guys won't even do that. Guys don't even do that. Guys will take one girl seriously and maybe 2, 3 others will be casual. But I'm taking you seriously. But as a woman, when you're going on dates, you're taking them all seriously.
Not really. I mean, she's not committing to them. I mean, she's going on a date. He's probably got a date with another girl. Who cares? Like,
but what I mean is, the reason she's going on dates isn't because she's trying to be casual with him. It's because she's trying to see if there's serious potential.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the thing about knowing how to vet, I get why you're doing that. I get that approach.
It's just a vetting process.
I understand, but it's a compensation because she doesn't know how to recognize a guy who's actually intentional. Because if she did, she wouldn't need to date 5, 6 men. She would see, okay, now here's what I say for my clients, right? So a lot of them they're dating this one guy, things are going well, right? But they're open to talking to maybe 2, like another 1 or another 2, right?
Yeah.
That's generally where they play. So they're not putting all their eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
But they do have an energy where they're looking to invite serious commitment from one guy. And they're still open until the guy makes it exclusive or until they have that conversation, right? So I get in terms of not putting all your eggs in one basket. But when you spread your energy thin, especially when you're looking for something serious, it's not about, okay, the quantity to vet. It's about, I need to know how to vet each individual better.
Right.
That's what it's actually about. Because when you start doing it, because here's the thing as well, I say to guys, like, you can't be dating 3 or 4 different women seriously because you're going to miss how great Sukaina is because your attention is split.
Yeah. I feel like, it's kind of like,
especially if she's not willing to reciprocate.
Oh God. Oh no. I can already imagine what everyone's saying in the comments.
No. I mean, I get it. Here's the thing. I think people put in approaches to protect themselves.
Of course. And protect our time and energy. Because you can't get those things back.
I know, but I think it's one of those things of it's getting better. It's getting better at being someone who attracts what you're looking for from the kind of person you want.
Yeah.
As opposed to,
yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to be attracting a bunch of people and see what sticks. Because the thing is, it means that out of those like 5 or 6 guys, the guy that she's going to give herself to isn't necessarily the best quality guy. It's just the guy who's willing to do the most early. That doesn't mean he's the best quality guy, because how do we know how many men will love bomb? How do you know
so true.
how many men will be like, I'll put all this effort in, but it's actually something they can't sustain?
Yeah.
Right? They just do it to get the girl, and then they get the girl, and then he starts slacking. And of course, naturally, she's like, hold on, what happened? This is how you've been showing up, right?
Yeah.
So all you're vetting for is who's willing to do the most early. That doesn't mean he's a quality man.
Okay. All right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hear it.
I think it's mainly about, here's the things, okay. Yes, see if he's a kind of quality that she's looking for in terms of, okay, on paper, what is he? Cool.
Yes.
If he wasn't, I'm guessing she wouldn't even be open to it. And then it's just about, how does she feel when she's with him? Does she feel considered? Does he make her feel safe? Is he consistent in communication?
Yeah.
Yes. Are they going out? Are they starting to get to know each other? Is he introducing her to friends, right?
Yeah.
Potential family. Those are the cues that you go, okay, this guy's actually investing seriously.
Yeah.
As opposed to, well, because I don't know if you're not invested seriously with me, right? We're going on a date on Monday, but I can't see you till the following weekend because all my other dates are booked. What if, for example...
That is what is happening.
Right. But what if... But then you also stifle the momentum.
Yeah.
You stifle the momentum.
What do you think is the main root of the cause?
What cause?
That people are behaving like this in dating.
That women are, or guys are, or what?
Because men are doing it too.
But men don't date more than one woman seriously.
Men will their attention is still taken elsewhere.
Yeah. But
and so they're the counselling on the nice girl who he said he was going to take on a date, and she's not heard from him in the morning.
Yeah, it can happen where, for example, so if a guy's taking... It can happen where a guy might go on a couple of dates with a girl to keep her as a casual option. Once they start being intimate, he's not taking her out.
Right.
The girl that he actually takes out consistently is the one that he's dating seriously.
Okay.
Why do guys do that? Well, we know men like variety. So guys will date one girl seriously, but will date other girls casually. Right? But the one he's taking seriously, that's real investment. Like, he's not going to be talking to her all day he's not going to be talking to multiple girls all day, every day, unless he's Tinder swindler. Right? Which is obviously something else. I understand why women will date multiple guys, but it's just because they don't know how to vet men properly. That's why. So, like, I don't know which one of you are good. So I'm going to see who presents themselves as good first. And whoever does it first wins. What I'm saying is, that doesn't mean that he's good. It just means that he was willing to do the most in the beginning. Yeah. And a guy who's just obsessed with you when he doesn't even know you.
Red flag.
That should be a red flag.
Okay. I hear it.
That should be a red flag.
Okay. Things for us to think about.
Let me ask you something.
Okay. Put me on the spot.
Let me see.
My heart's still beating from that text, by the way.
I love it. I'm glad. When he responds, you let me know if he responds during this.
I don't think he's going to respond.
He will.
I think the ship
That's such a limiting belief. Such a limiting belief. We can't let you live like that. What have you noticed about dating as a woman in your 30s now compared to your 20s? Is there any differences you've noticed for yourself?
Men don't trust women anymore.
So people with baggage, sure.
So much baggage. I feel like I'm playing...
Is that the older men and younger? Is that men in general just don't trust women?
Oh, it's everyone.
Oh, fair.
Absolutely everyone. I don't know what's happened to everyone, but it's really, really bad. I feel like I'm a therapist on these dates. I'm getting trauma dumped on.
That's so funny.
I'm getting somebody telling me their life story straight away before the food has even arrived on the table. It's really bad. Wow. I don't know. I feel like people are hurt. I think that's what it is. I think people are hurt and people are jaded. That is the word. Everyone is jaded, and that is okay. But it's not okay for us to let it seep into our lives and define us. I feel like we need to take control of it. So, okay, fine. I went through a really traumatic experience with my ex. How have I learned from it?
First.
How have I worked through those uncomfortable, messy emotions, and how can I release them so that when I go into my new timeline and I'm starting something brand new with this person, I'm not bringing all that pain and that trauma and that baggage onto this person who's a brand new person, by the way.
They don't know, yeah.
Okay, so that is what I'm seeing, unfortunately.
So do you feel, is that men in general, you feel just don't trust women?
Men, yeah.
Where do you think that's coming from? If it's across the board, like younger guys and older guys, what do you think that's coming from?
I think it's social media.
Sure.
I think a lot of women maybe not being influenced by social media, but yeah, maybe in some way, like social media has kind of distorted our outlook on life and what we want. And a lot of women are kind of like, well, I want this and I want the fast life and I want to be on the private jet with Jay from, I don't know, Saint-Tropez. And why am I going to settle for this guy when I've literally got 10 guys in my DMs trying to fly me out? And I'm going to be real. That is the reality for most women.
Know.
Women who are attractive get, I don't know what the stats are, but they get a lot of DMs.
Yeah.
And you've got different levels of women as well. Like you might think, oh, is it just the baddie? No, it's not just the baddie. It could be the mid baddie. It could be the mid-range baddie, you know? It's every woman. So it is, as women, it is very easy for us to get a life that we want if we pick the right man. And because women are now starting to realize that, they may have got to a point now where it's like, they don't really care about anything else that the man is offering. They're more just kind of like, what tangible value can you bring into my life? And I think that is what is making men so defensive, because I'm going on dates and I'm meeting men and the first thing they're saying to me is, I don't trust women. I'm on a date with a guy and he's just gone, I don't trust women, by the way. I'm like, oh, right. Okay.
That's not a good start.
Bro. I'm like, right. Well, thank you for being honest for me. I don't really know what to say about that. Like, I'm sorry that you went through a really bad experience. Like, it's everyone. Like, I'm meeting and I'm asking my girlfriends, they're saying the same thing. And obviously women online as well come into my DMs. They're telling me this man said this. I feel like he's hurt. So I don't know what's going on here. I feel like the men maybe are not, do they not have an outlet? Do they not have an actual outlet? And are they just suppressing? And is that what is happening here?
That's a good question. I think I had a conversation with some of my guy friends recently. And I'm going to get heat for this, but I'm just going to tell you what some of them said.
We love it.
They said that girls who are like 8.5, 9s and 10s, they're not wifey material.
8, 9s and 10s are not wifey material. Oh, no, wow.
For the reasons you just said.
That is a bold, bold statement.
Because they are choosing men for the wrong reasons. They're choosing men based on the lifestyle and money he can provide as opposed to character, principles and values. So a lot of guys, and I think this happens for a lot of women, and a lot of really attractive women, if they have an online presence as well, get painted with this brush. I appreciate it's not all of them, but it's what a lot of guys have experienced, where those guys just see those women as, okay, I know she wants me to spend money on her, right? Because the thing is, you know, these women that you're saying about how guys can fly her out and they can give her this lifestyle. Yeah. Do they think that comes for free? Do they think they just have to show up, or do you think there's an expectation?
Nothing in life ever comes for free.
Right. So there's an expectation of them that comes with that. There's a reason a guy's offering that. And it's not because he thinks she's an amazing woman, it's because he wants something from her. Yeah. Right. So I think with a lot of guys, if they're desirable enough to attract and date like gorgeous women who, especially if they've got like very big online presences or they're just online, right? These like Insta baddies. Yeah. They very much see it as, yeah, I can have fun with this girl, but I don't think it'd be anything serious. Right. And it's so mad because, so we were at an event recently, at this charity gala event, right? where we talk about the ratio was literally
Yeah.
like
There was like literally no men at this event.
honestly, I think there was probably 150 people there, and there was like 13 guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
me
yeah.
and 2 of my guys included, like
Yeah.
3 of them, right? And this room was full of gorgeous women.
Beautiful women.
Models,
Yeah.
Instagram models, all of this stuff, right? And sure, there's a lot of gorgeous women. But I remember talking to my guys, they were like, yeah, there's a lot of gorgeous girls here, but I
Okay.
know hardly any of them I'd ever consider seriously.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Because
Okay.
there's an association with women who seek a lot of validation and attention
Yeah.
and non-wifey qualities.
Okay.
Because the kind of woman that is like perfect in man's eyes is a woman who doesn't need validation online, isn't trying to like, show off her sexy stuff, whatever. Because she's like, the man that she wants to attract is also very humble in how he moves.
Right.
So it's like, would you rather, there's equivalent for me. Would you rather the guy who like is doing really well for himself, but he's focused on his business, right? He's focused on providing for his family and choosing a good woman, or the guy who's just flashing bottles, tables, private jets?
No, thank you. No.
Like what the guy who's like flashing everything, what does that tell you about him?
I just think he wants attention. He clearly hasn't grown out of that wanting the fast life, and he's not ready to settle down.
That's exactly how guys see women who operate in that sense, choosing for a lifestyle, how much he pays, how much he spends, all the flash and everything.
Yeah. And I see that. I do understand that.
Do you know what I mean? And it's not every woman.
Yeah. I understand that.
But that's the majority of what guys
I mean, I
see
met
and
a guy
experience.
recently who, this is the same guy that said he doesn't trust women. I think he generally had an issue with my job. Because
what the presenting?
Yeah,
or
because of the
coaching?
questions. Yeah, because the questions on the date that he was asking me was about, do you get people coming into your DMs, asking you for stuff, offering you stuff, inviting you stuff? And I was a bit like, what kind of question is this on a first date? Like, I was like, yeah, I mean, sometimes like, for work purposes. And he was like, yeah, so do you get people to invite you? Like, do people invite you to things in your DMs? I was like, well, yeah, I get invites to places and events. I get free dinners and collabs and things like that. I found that really odd. And then he kind of asked me, if you were to like be obsessed over a celebrity, who would it be? And then I was like, well, hold on a second. I'm not obsessed over any celebrity because it's my job. So I remain professional. So
there was one you mentioned before. What was his name? There was one you mentioned before.
Who was it?
I can't remember.
I can't remember
I
either. I clearly don't obsess over him anyway.
Clearly not anymore. Yeah,
clearly not my celeb crush anymore.
Yeah.
And then I said to him, the only person I would really love and maybe fangirl over is Robert De Niro, because he's an amazing, phenomenal actor and just what a legend, right?
Yeah.
And he just kind of didn't like that response. I found that really odd. Maybe you can explain that to me.
Yeah.
I find that very odd. I don't know what he was thinking. But I was thinking something else.
Yes, I hear you. So one thing I'll just say flat out to him, that if he showed up on a date being like, I just don't trust women, that tells me that he has been choosing women for all the wrong reasons. Because it's not that there aren't great women out there.
Yes.
Right? You've just been choosing the wrong women, and you've been choosing
it.
probably based on looks alone. Right?
Yes.
That's the number one thing. The reason he was asking those questions is because he's trying to see how much risk comes with you. As in, like, if you
me, that, I'm sorry, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I don't care. I keep it real.
Keep it real.
That screams insecurity to me.
I don't disagree.
Insecurity, because I'm not looking for that kind of guy. If you're going to be with me, you need to be a man who is grounded, secure within yourself, and you can stand next to me in these places and be proud. Because I'm not looking for some guy who's like, oh, you got people in your DMs. Stay away from me.
I disagree with you. And the thing is, this is one thing I even say to guys, like, if you're going to be...
It's not going to work with me.
If you're going to be with a gorgeous girl, she's going to get approached. That's just what comes with the territory.
It's not just that. I'm a professional woman. I've got a career. It's not like I'm just some Insta baddie. I'm a journalist and I'm a TV presenter, and I have to be on red carpets interviewing actors and people. This is a job.
100%.
So if you're taking that as a threat, or you're taking it as like, oh, I need to remove these men from the field because they are a threat to me.
No, it's
you're going to be removing a lot of men from the red carpet.
A lot of these males.
He's going to be showing up to the red carpet. It's like, oh, he can move away. He can stay away from my woman.
So yeah, 100%. So here's what I
grip.
would say to him, right? It's like him seeing if there's risk. I don't think it's to change it. It's just to be like, okay, is this somebody that I want to have a future with who invites this level of risk? Right. That's what that's about. Yeah. Sometimes, of course, I'm not disagreeing with you in the sense that maybe it's an insecurity if he accepts it, if he says yes, it's fine, and then he's not really okay with it. Right. But sometimes you can meet people and be like, okay, yeah, cool. That's just not for me. So I'll be honest.
And that's great, you know, and have the confidence to be able to go, okay, this person's not for me.
Exactly.
Not, oh no, you are going to be for me, but you're going to be for me and I'm going to control it. Like,
I think it's one of those.
I don't think so.
I think it's one of those things where you go, okay, if we were going to be together, this is my standard, what I would accept and wouldn't accept. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
If you're like, yeah, cool, yeah, I don't mind adjusting for that, you know, to respect our relationship, no harm or foul.
Yeah.
If you're like, no, this is something that I still want to do, etc., I'm like, cool, we're just not compatible then. That's fine. Do you know what I mean?
I would say, going back to what, this is very similar to what you said to me, that I'm willing to lose out on a man because of ego or insecurities. This is also insecurities. A man could lose out on an incredible woman.
I think it's different.
And he loses out on her just because he can't handle her job. That's sad.
No, shall I tell you what?
That is sad.
I hear you. It's not the same. It's not the same with your situation to do with ego and insecurity and that, because this is to see if you're compatible. So what I mean is, like, for example, and I had this, I'm gonna get some heat for this. There was a girl that I've dated, right, where very attractive, fitness coach, super attractive girl, right? The kind of guys be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And there's some stuff she posted that I just didn't agree with.
Okay.
And I was like, look, this is cool, but if we were going to be together seriously, this is something I wouldn't accept. And she was like,
and that's
no,
fair.
blah, blah,
and I
blah,
respect a man who actually says that. Like,
sure.
I just don't like it when they don't say it and then they start doing these
trying
little
to control it, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And, you know, it wasn't...
Say it with your chest.
100%. And it was like, send each other with love, but I was just like, okay,
Good for
cool.
you.
I just don't, you know, I just don't think we're not compatible then.
I would love that approach.
But it's not because, for example, I'm insecure about it. I'm like, look, I have a standard for how I respect the relationship I'm in, right? And if we don't match those standards, then we're just not right for each other, no matter how much you like me or I like you.
Yeah.
You
Very
know?
true. Valid.
So I think sometimes with a guy, he can be seeing what kind of woman is she, and do I want to be in a relationship with that kind of woman? The same way you'd be like, okay, what kind of man is this guy? Like, what does he do? Like, if a guy was always at parties, always out clubbing, always at festivals, right? And if you go, that's not the kind of guy for me, is that because you're insecure, or is that because you're like, we just don't match?
Honestly, people have asked me this.
Go on.
And people have asked me, like, I think somebody asked me recently, would you date a DJ? Very random, but, you know. And I thought about it and I thought, do you know what? I think I would. Why not?
Sure.
I'm not that type of person that goes, oh my God, he's a DJ, so instantly he's a cheater, because I don't judge people by, you know, their job, because I know what it's like to be judged by my job. So I try my best to get to know someone. How do I know that DJ is not looking for something serious and yeah, okay, that's his job, that's his passion. But he still would commit to me and he would still treat me with respect. I don't know that.
Yeah.
I've got to give him a chance.
That's what I mean though. And I think it's about you see how he shows up with you.
Yeah.
That gives you that confidence that sure. Yeah, he might be in those environments, but I know he doesn't move that way.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like when people talk about footballers, they all cheat. I've dated a footballer. He's a great guy. He's very committed. Like,
yeah. I think the only difference is, and I think men and women should have that same approach.
Yeah.
The only difference is men are a lot more unforgiving of infidelity and lack of loyalty.
Yes.
I think that with, not saying that women will accept it necessarily, but I think women are more willing to tolerate risk of cheating, right? Because he's such a great guy. Whereas guys, and when I say great, as in because of the caliber of man that he is,
right.
Whereas guys, it's like, well, there's a lot of attractive women.
Yeah.
Right? So me just staying because she's super attractive is the wrong reason to stay. And they go, well, is the risk worth it?
Okay, but what if she's got all the other qualities that you love, like that you want in a woman, but then it's just, say, like her job or what she does for a living?
It would depend on what she did. So like if she did OnlyFans, that'd be a hard no matter how great she was for me.
Okay.
If it was,
what if it was just like social media? She was just on social media.
If she demonstrated a lot of other qualities that I really like and value in women, so she might be on social media, but she's actually quite inaccessible as a woman, that would be fine.
Well, there you go.
So if it's like, okay, well, she's on social media a lot, she uses it for her work, cool, fine. But is it like, oh yeah, this guy invited me out or this so-and-so invited me and I always go and I'm seeing what kind of environments, I'd be like, and if she's always saying yes, I would probably be like, that's probably not for me then, because I'm not a big party guy anyway. Right, like I'm not out constantly like that. Like if I go out, it's like a networking thing.
Yeah,
right. It's for work. It's for business. Yeah, I have social time, but when I'm socializing, it's with people I already know.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? We're going out together.
That's it.
So
you'd want somebody on that same frequency.
Yeah, more likely. But if I'm being honest, I would, if I was giving it a chance, we wouldn't be establishing any relationship quickly at all. I'd really have to see how she is over the course of like 3 to 6 months before it became anything established. Yeah. I'd really have to be like, okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Great. If there's a profession that I think I'm not sure if it invites a lot of risk. So she's like heavy in the party.
But this is, when you say risk, this is where I feel like this is, no, because it's very interesting that you use that word risk.
Yes.
Why do you see somebody that you're dating in a environment, like, let's say, for example, let's use my situation, for example.
Sure.
You know what I do for a living.
Yeah.
Why would you see what I do as a risk? Why would you not see it as, okay, this is what she does. She clearly loves what she's doing. She's clearly good at it. And if I'm going to be part of her life, I'm going to embrace that.
So I don't see the presenting, right?
Yeah.
I don't see it as a risk.
Yeah.
But
let's say, hypothetically, if you were that guy.
Okay.
Why are you kind of determining, like, okay, is this a risk? Is this not? Like, the girl is sat in front of you and you've gone on a few dates with her. You've seen how she is. So you're ignoring how amazing this person is, but then you're just constantly fixated on what she does. That tells me you're really insecure. Why are you in competition with the people on my social media?
Well, because he is in competition with the men in your circles. He is.
But these men are not penetrating my aura.
I mean, they're in your presence though.
So
I'm
that's dodging them.
But that's how women
Men
see
are
it.
always going to be in my presence.
I know,
I'm not going to lie. Even if I'm in a relationship, I have got about 100 men lining up to speak to me in my DMs. But I don't reply. I swear I don't reply.
I believe you, but out of those 100 guys, you and I both know, barely 90 of them are the kind of quality guy you're actually looking for anyway. It's not actually the guys
and I'm
in the
committed to
DMs.
you. So
I understand. So I'm trying to tell you I'm trying to show you how he sees it.
Okay.
We're talking about the guys in your circles, not the guys who DM you. The guys in your circles, the kind of environments you're around.
Okay.
In his head, he is in competition with them.
Right.
So when he asks, for example, who's your celebrity crush, right? And to be fair, you said Robert De Niro because of his talent, right?
Yeah.
Which is absolutely fair enough.
Which is a very telling answer as well. Because I didn't say Michael B. Jordan.
That's the thing. So here's the thing. I'd say that's a massive green flag on your part. Because you're like, you're saying my celebrity crush is him, not because of how he looks, but because of his craft.
Yeah,
right?
I admire
That's what
his
you
work,
value,
genuinely.
Right? So he's thinking, let's say it was Michael B. Jordan, and you interview Michael B. Jordan. It's not uncommon that you go to an after party. He's like, yes, Sukaina, how you doing? Like, let's talk
and
after.
I get that, I do.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what he's thinking.
Okay.
So especially if he doesn't understand the industry you're in. So my background as an actor, right? I'm used to being like press nights, meeting different people.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
I've dated most women I've dated have been either dancers or actresses.
Yeah.
So like, I get it.
Yeah, this guy's in a different field.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if it's like, because I understand how that environment is,
right.
I can tell the difference more often than not. I may not always get it right, between someone who's just charismatic because it's for their career and someone who's actually interested in someone there. Like someone that. Outside of that can't tell. Yeah. They don't know if you're being charming because that's who you are as part of your job, or because you're actually interested to potential.
I never thought of that. Yeah,
and if someone doesn't get it, he's like, I don't understand this, so that's risk for me.
You know what? More of the story. I got to have somebody in my world who gets it, or similar fields.
Well, it could be. It's funny because that's a double-edged sword. So it could be
Because that also comes with problems, doesn't it?
Well, what I mean is, like, let's say somebody who's like, let's say a guy meets a girl who's a DJ. They're both DJs.
Yeah.
It could be like the guy's like, well, I know what this DJ life is like.
Yeah.
I know what it's like. So because of that, because I've met people in my industry be like, yeah, I'd never date another actor. But that's usually to do with because they want to be in the spotlight of the relationship. Because, you know, actors, we're all narcissistic. That's why we do it.
Ooh,
I know.
Okay, and that's the tea.
They all want to be center of attention. No, but it can work both. I agree in a sense of someone who understands your industry, and it's not necessarily that they're presenting, but something public facing.
That's it.
That can be
and
it.
I have come to that conclusion recently because over the years I've dated people just completely different fields and it hasn't worked.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think for you, if I'm being honest, I think other people from other fields, I think is fine as long as you've built a level of foundation of trust where you show desire for them and you show you're really about them, then they don't see it as a risk.
Yeah.
Because they go, she's so about me. I don't care where she is. I know she's so about me.
And that's what I want. And like, I take them with me to the events.
But it's not about you taking them. It's about you showing that you desire them. Which is something that you struggle to do.
Working on it. Working on it.
Work in progress. So Kenna, we could chat for another hour.
I know.
It's always great having you.
Thank you.
But let's wrap it there. If people want to find you and follow your stuff, what you're doing, where can they find you?
Yes, you can find me on TikTok, Sukaina Louisa, or you can follow me on Instagram, Sukaina TV. I'm also on YouTube, Sukaina Benskor. So
come on,
see you
let's go. We love that. Yay. And when she gets that message back, I will tell you.
Oh God.
Right.
I'm
post it on your
it.
story, I'll post it on mine.
Okay.
But Sukaina, absolute pleasure having you on.
Thank you so much for having me. I've loved it. It's been so fun.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you for tuning in. Go give her a follow, give her a like, all that good stuff. And keep up with her, see if she gets that text back. We'll see what happens. But thank you for tuning in. And I will see you in the next episode.